Welcome, Mythers. This is Par 73, bringing you some more Myth World Cup 1999. Today we got Civil Order facing off against Mac Gamers Guild in the bottom bracket. Both these teams facing elimination. They'll be playing a best of 3 using that Myth World Cup 1999 scoring system. And today, in Game 1, teams will face off on Calm Before the Storm territories. Each flag is going to be worth 2 points. There's 7 on the map. And the team with the most flags at the end of the game will also be awarded 3 points. So let's go through the players here real quick. For Civil Order, we got Enenab Tilps gathering for Civil once again, fresh off that victory against a close match against Evil Incorporated. He is joined by the following: Stinger, Guttermouth, Ruiner, Mr. Sweetie, Fod, and El Destructo. Meanwhile, in the northwest, we got Mac Gamers Guild, captained by Homer. Joining him is Elvain, Fresh, Darby Crash, and Ace. So we have a 5-on-7. Is that right? No. Yeah, 5-on-7. And score at 0. Let's look at these strategies real quick. Civil opted for quite a bit of goals here. There's no pus. We only got 3 dwarves on the map, but it looks like they came pretty close to maxing out their archers. Only have 3 less. Not a lot of thrall, and even less thrall for MGG. They got a couple more goals, maybe an extra archer here or there. They do have a white for pus, which is interesting. We'll have to see how that works out. They also got 3 dwarves, similar to Civil, so the strategies are pretty similar here. I mean, there's 2 less warriors for Civil Order, but they end up having more melee overall thanks to the addition of Thrall. And according to chat, looks like Civil's going to have 1 flank. Ruiner and Fod will be on it. Meanwhile, it looks more of a 2-prong strategy for the Mac Gamers Guild players. So the teams are getting ready to scout each other out. Civil going heavy mid here. Looks like their flank will go south and west to start. Looks like they're gonna grab the mid flag first. Meanwhile, MGG take their time. They've got their goals loaded up with pus. Looks like Ace has both pus. Pretty funny because he thinks that there was 3 big pieces dropped, but he must have picked up the red piece or the head of the white or something of that nature. And Civil is gonna get a peek at the incoming mid force of MGG. Guttermouth doing the scouting in a safe range from those archers. Meanwhile, in the south, Fod has scouted out Fresh and Darby Crash. And the northern MGG force is quite alone up here. Elvain making his way across the northern part of the map, but Guttermouth is going to pull back off of mid. And Fod is insisting that this west flank will be okay without the company of the 3 Herons of Guttermouth. And that western flank is going to be backing off now, while the northeastern, controlled by MGG, moving forward a bit, creeping up on this high ground over here.
Flag captured. Flag captured.
It's interesting to watch this get played. A lot of default formations.
Flag
Although I do
captured.
believe Ruiner is using altered formations. But that big pus is going to dud, unfortunately, for Ace, but he's still gonna move in. Ruiner taking out one of his own archers, and then Ace pussing his own goals. He's not going back to pick that other piece of pus up. It seems those goals are going to get cleaned up. We gotta bring attention to the north over here. Elvain moving in, and Homer in the middle pushing as well, as Guttermouth comes to support the south. But this south is in even better shape after taking out that gold pack. They got some veteran units, so should help them out. Elvain is gonna completely back off. You probably noticed the dwarf of Mr. Sweetie up here. Ace is saying he doesn't believe it. Unfortunately for him, he probably witnessed it with dial-up internet. But blunders will be blunders. Civil with a 6% lead. MGG keeps wanting to push this high ground over here. It's pretty well defended. And the groups aren't really coordinated enough to make a move. We'll have to see what happens with this this southern western force. Looks like Fod will be moving in on Fresh, while Guttermouth retreats to support the Civilmen.
Flag captured.
Fod's warrior taking a little bit of damage here. And MGG do control the flags on the map, although they did lose all of their goals, so when you think about the late game here, Civil has a lot more mobility to spread out. They don't necessarily need to be in the lead of flags throughout the game because of this.
Flag captured. Flag captured. Flag captured.
Looks like Nab Tilp's got a scout goal, checking out those northern flags. And Elvain gonna completely back off the area he was once in. Looks like he might try to fortify this high ground a little bit. Meanwhile, Homer pushing solo up here against El Destructo's archers. With that range, they're just able to let loose at least 1 or 2 volleys of arrows before Homer will even be able to get in range. And Homer's archers can definitely be abused in that nature. Looks like Bod is instructing Guttermouth to get behind this western force of MGG. And it seems like Homer has realized that this is going on. He's going to move to assist. While the north and mid MGG and Civil respectively are taking quite a break. Looks like Elvain might move out to try to recapture those flags. Looks like Civil will take the mid flag in the process. I mean, Elvain is completely off the map practically at this point, whereas most of Civil's army is clumped up together, either mid or in the southern area, holding the front line. Homer has a big chunk of units here, 30%.
Flag captured.
We'll see El Destructo in position to intercept his archers here.
Flag captured.
And Civil just has a nice little pinch going on here. Elvain's still out of position. He might want to push mid. And Ruiner is going to start taking some pot shots at Fresh. Seems like these archers will engage each other. Off in the northern part of the map, FOD has crashed. And his units
flag captured.
Quickly picked up by Ananav Tilps. We got 3 minutes to go in this game. I believe it was only at 12-minute territories. Could be wrong.
Flag captured. Flag captured.
But anyway, without MGG pushing, Civil's definitely going to have time to recover from losing FOD. And at the same time, they're getting ready to surround Fresh and Darby Crash over here. You have Guttermouth going around. At any point, he could just head directly south and flank the enemy units. But it seems he's going to get a nice view of Elvain's long-lost squad, finally rejoining the MGG mid.
Flag contested.
He's totally considering just tagging the back flag.
Flag captured.
There's a lot of passive play here.
Flag captured.
Guttermouth will secure
Flag
that
captured.
flag, and in the east, Elvain using his Heron to trail his goal. I'm not sure how effective that would be, as the goal easily outspeeds the Heron Guard. Heron Healer, rather, I should say. So I guess it's worth bringing up that Heron Guards are not on the map. These are Heron Healers. They have the same attack, speed, animation. They just have 6 heals instead of 3. So they're somewhere between a Heron Guard hero and a Heron Guard. But anyway, Guttermouth with a pus. He's dropping it in. He must have picked that pus up off of Ace's units. And Homer, late to react, that dwarf will go down. And we got about a minute to go here. I think MGG wants to push this area, which, I mean, there's this one flag back here, but that's all you're really going to gain from pushing it.
1 minute remaining.
So far, that back flag still not tagged. That Heron Healer pack controlled by Guttermouth
Flag
guarding that area. But Ruiner just going to town over here with his archers.
Flag captured.
In fact, he's completely undefended by Malay. Not so sure MGG is aware of this. It looks like Stinger is in position to tag this eastern flag. Guttermouth has tagged the very northern flag. And mid is in control of MGG. I forgot that mid flag was there when I was wondering why these guys had come in position there, but I mean, these guys are just walking into these dwarves uphill that have increased range. And they came pretty close to losing all their artillery there. They're going to pull away with able to take out 2 dwarves.
Sudden death.
A Heron Guard is, a Heron Healer is going to go down up there. We're in sudden death. MGG about to move towards this flag, but sudden death will end pretty quickly after the contest over here was broken. And we have Civil taking the game 5 flags to 2. So in total, Civil is awarded 2 points per flag for 10 points and 3 for the win. He'll end the game with 13 points. MGG gets 2 points per 2 flag, 4. So this game ends 13-4. Very passive game overall, as you'll notice both teams still over 60%. Civil pulling away with that percentage lead towards the end. And really there's just a long period of time checking out these graphs where there's just no battling going on. A slow game of attrition. MGG was up in kills early. I don't actually remember this. This must have been from killing the archers, I suppose. Maybe poking a few units here and there, but Civil out damaging them towards the end of the game. So MGG able to hold their own right up to the end. In fact, those graphs might not even be accurate. I'm not really sure. But let's go through the statistics here. Starting with Civil Order, they end the game with 23 kills, 14 losses, 242 damage. Henanap Tilps going 0-2, 24 damage. He had to pick up the slack with FOD's units after FOD unfortunately dropped. He fulfilled that role pretty well as the captaining role. El Destructo 3-1 with 74 damage. Mr. Sweetie 3-1 with 22 damage. Stinger 3-1, 17 damage. Ruiner 2-6 with 36 damage. And Guttermouth 1-1, 29 damage. And for MGG, went 13-27 overall with 13 damage. Homer going 2-8 with 8 damage. Fresh 3-0, 46 damage. Elvane 3-4, 41 damage. Darby Crash 3-3, 26 damage. Ace 2-12, 15 damage. A lot of these losses coming from that suicidal gold pack controlled by Ace, which ended up pussing itself. Honestly think these colors are supposed to be reversed right here, at least in the kills section, because or you know what I think happened is, because FOD dropped and he controlled the warriors who dealt damage to all of those goals, none of those kills end up showing up in this endgame graph. Probably neither the damage. So I'm thinking Civil led in kills and damage the entire time. And thinking back to the game, I mean, it was like 91-85 or something. I mean, Civil had the early lead and just rolled with it. But yeah, so I mean, MGG clumping up in the mid here. They were able to secure this flag in the end, but they pretty much lost every other flag in the process, although it seems Fresh and Darby were able to lock down this flag in the southwest. But anyway, that is game one between these two star-studded teams, and well, I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for game two. We'll be checking out the action on Cracks in the Cloud Spine on Stampede. Once again, the game ends. Civil 13 points, MGG 4 points. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.